Another video on the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at question 7 from the QCAA External Exam for 2020 Chemistry, Paper 1. Now you would have noticed with all the videos on the channel, including this one, I've split each question up into an individual video. That way if you only struggle with a certain type of question, you can go watch that on the channel. The full exam video is still up on YouTube, the link is in the description below. It also allows me to go into a bit more depth on each question as well. If you need a Chemistry External Exam bundle pack, the link is in the description below. And if you have any questions at all during the video, leave something in the comments and I'll try my best to answer it. But let's get into question 7. So question 7, we're given a list of acids with their concentrations and the pH. Analyze the experimental data to determine the relative strength of the acids from strongest to weakest. Okay, so a common mistake that people would make in this question is just comparing the pH, because everyone's like, oh yeah, lower pH, more acidic, etc. Now that is true, however, the concentration matters because we have to account for how many moles were put in and how much of the moles have disassociated. So what we are going to compare here is a ratio of the concentration and an aspect of the pH. Now, when we're talking about pH, pH is negative log 10 of your H+. So the lower your pH, the more H+ you have in the system. That's why it's more acidic. So rather than doing a comparison to the pH, let's do a comparison with the H+ as well. So if we were to rearrange that formula, then your H+, your amount of H+ in the system would be 10 to the negative of the pH. Now we also want to compare the concentration, the relative strength of the moles put in. So the moles disassociated over the moles put in. So we kind of want a ratio of, let's say, H+ over the concentration here. That's what we want to compare here, because while a lower pH is more acidic, sometimes the moles put in will not be as strong as the others. So for example, if you have a different concentration for a stronger acid than weaker acid, it can appear more acidic in the long run. So in this case here, we want to compare this ratio rather than just the pH. Okay. Now, whatever has the largest ratio of this will be the strongest. Okay, because you'll have the most H+ per concentration. That's what we want to look at here. So it's going to be pretty easy to calculate. So here we obviously have that formula there for H+. So for the first one here, we're going to have, so we'll just go this one here, HPPO4. So the H+ here is going to be 10 to the negative 1.9, and then we've got the concentration there. So here the overall relative strength will work it out. So we'll have 10 to the negative 1.9 over, what's it called, 2 times 10 to the negative 2, and we'll work out what that number is just now. And then 2 times 10 to the negative 2. See if that one works. Sorry, the calculator's just loading. When we're looking at that first one there, what did we get? Calculator taking ages to load. 0.63 roughly. So we'll get you back onto this page here. So 0.63. So that's for that one there. So we'll just put that there, 0.63. And then for this one here, it's a very similar thing as well. So HCN. So your H+ is 10 to the negative of the pH, which is 5. So in terms of the relative concentration strength, you'll have 10, negative 5 over the concentration, which is 1.5 times 10 to the negative 1. So chucking that into the calculator. The calculator is going to be the most annoying bit in this video. 1.5 times 10 to the negative 1. So this gives 6.6 times 10 to the negative 5. So we'll just chuck that up there. 6.6 times 10 to the negative 5. If they're very close, we'll compare multiple decimals. We'll move this out the way now. We'll keep that one there. Then for this one, H2SO4, we'll have the top bit 10 to the negative 1 over the concentration, which is 9 times 10 to the negative 2. So 10 to the negative 1 over 9.0 times 10 to the negative 2. which gives us 1.1. So at the moment, that one is the strongest in terms of acids, because the concentration per H plus involved. And then just the last one here, COOH. So I have 10 to the negative 2.8 over 1 times 10 to the negative 1, negative 2.8, 1 times 10 to the negative 1. This gives us 0.015. Okay, cool. So now that we've got all those decimals, which accounts for concentration and H+, we can make a fair comparison which is the strongest of the acids. So whoever's got the largest number here has the largest amount of H+ per concentration, which basically makes it the strongest. So the strongest acid here is this one here. So when they're saying in terms of strongest to weakest, the one that has that as first, so it could be this one or this one, and then we just want to look at the differences here. The second strongest is going to be this one here, H3PO4, which they both have at the moment. Then the next strongest will be CH3, which is this one here. So this one is the correct formatting, because they've got it listed in terms of strength here, because it goes 1.1, 0.63, 0.015, and then of course the 6.6 times 10 to the negative 5. Bit of a tricky question, but definitely not one to rush over. I reckon a lot of people would have gone for, in this situation here, they just would have compared the pHs usually. You've got to compare both the relative strength per concentration. That's really important, okay? So, if you have any questions at all during this video, leave something in the comments. If you want that Chemistry External Exam Bundle Pack, the link is in the description below. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.